Now we'll show you now how to do a roasted John Dory in Tuscany oil with a little artichoke puree and clams in champagne. So we have the John Dory here, the thick cream from the Cotentin as before, Tuscany oil, some artichokes, and some saxifrage from the garden for decoration, and the clams. The clams are closed for the time being and uncooked, the champagne, and these are the basic ingredients. So we've carved the John Dory into strips like this, having removed the bones. There are no bones left, or you could ask your fishmonger to do that. I've cooked the shellfish in a little stock, and I've shelled them, and I've blanched the saxifrage after trimming it. I've cut up the shallots and the artichoke puree, which I've made by first peeling the artichokes, which were then cooked in a little sauce, a little juice from the shellfish and strained, like so. The juice from the shellfish, which I kept after cooking the clams to make my John Dory. So now we can begin to make our sauce. And to do this, I take a pan about this size into which I pour a drop of olive oil, like so. And I add the shallots, which have been chopped up very fine. There. Now the glass of champagne. Like and I keep the other half until it's time to emulsify the sauce. So the reduction is now complete. So I'm going to add the shellfish juice. Here we are. The shellfish juice, in which this time I can pour the whole amount. Like so. And here we'll let the clam juice reduce in order to concentrate the flavor of the juice. There, it's now cooked. Once it's reduced, we can add the Cotentin cream, but only at the very last moment. And now I'll season my John Dory. A pinch of salt on both sides. A twist of pepper on each side as well. There. The pan is just beginning to smoke, and now we can brown it on the skin side. Now you always do the skin side first, because that's the side you'll be showing your guests. Like so. And you can see how the John Dory reacts. It shrinks a little, precisely because we've left the skin on. Now our John Dory is browning on the other side. I've turned it over after browning the skin side nicely, as you can see. And now we can start dressing the plate. So to gently stop the cooking, you place it on the spatula like this, and we now dress it with the artichoke puree which I've heated up. Like so. A little bit in the middle like this. I arrange my clams all around. And I'm going to place the clams I heated up back in their shells. And then after that we'll finish off by pouring the rest of the champagne into the sauce and adding a few herbs just to give a little more flavor. Herbs like chervil, coriander, rosemary, a little thyme, some bay leaf, but all very fresh. There. And now my saxifrage, which I'll use as decoration around my clams like this. A twist of pepper. And there you have a roast John Dory in Tuscany oil with champagne sauce.